Hi, cheese friends. I'm Babs, host of Cheese Hangouts. Today we have a very special guest. Tenaya Darlington writes about the blog Madame Fromage, located at madamefromageblog.com. She is the author of two cookbooks, the De Bruno Brothers' House of Cheese, and most recently, The New Cocktail Hour. She lives and works in Philadelphia, where she teaches writing at St. Joseph's University. Welcome to Cheese Hangouts.
Hey, Babs, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
So there's some big news coming your way. Congratulations. Let's talk about your recent nomination.
Yeah, I'm excited. The blog was just nominated under the Food Obsessives category for Savoir Magazine. Savoir Magazine does a Food Blogger Award every year, and this is the first year that I've made it as a finalist out of 30,000 blogs. So I'm deeply honored, and I'm just excited to celebrate it with the cheese community.
Wow, 30,000. That's pretty impressive. You know, I've been watching the Olympics, and I thought that was tough competition.
You're right. This does feel kind of like the blog Olympics. I've watched friends get nominated for it in years past, and I was just so surprised to get an email about it. I think there are 5 or 6 people in the running. The competition is open until August 31st, so people can go online to Savoir Magazine, just Google their blog awards, and cast their vote. There are a bunch of different categories and a lot of great bloggers in on the competition. So for anybody who's interested in food blogging, it's a great place to surf around and get ideas.
I love it. Okay, so is this your very first nomination for this particular award?
It sure is. It sure is. And I've been blogging for 7 years. Never thought I would be doing it for, part of a lifetime. But it's been wonderful. I've met so many people through the cheese world and been so excited to give voice to wonderful cheesemakers that are popping up all over the United States. So this just feels like this terrific affirmation for anyone writing about cheese.
Speaking of writing about cheese, I noticed on your website, on your archive page, you've been very busy. Must be hundreds of blog posts. So how do you find topics for your blog?
I used to work at a newspaper, and I had to come up with story ideas all of the time. And so I think it kind of comes naturally. But since the blog is really devoted to, I would say, my passion is helping people find the hunks of their dreams. So it's devoted to helping people fall in love with cheese, understand cheese, find it approachable. I keep a running journal of ideas from everything from how to do certain kinds of cheese boards. Most recently, pairing cheese and cocktails has been a series I've been doing that's grown out of a new book. I do a lot of travel, and I always am looking for cheesemakers and new cheeses along the road. So I just sort of report as I go along and have a lot of fun with it.
Oh, that sounds great. So why don't we talk about turning points in our work? So how has this nomination changed your path?
Great question. I write about lots of different food for magazines and newspapers, and recently finished a cocktail book that I co-authored with my brother. And I've had moments these last couple of years where I've thought, have I outgrown the cheese blog? Should I move on to something else? Or I just have found that it's been hard to make time for it. I work full time, I freelance on the side, do books, and sometimes it feels like the cheese blog is the thing I'm doing at 10 o'clock at night on a Sunday when I feel like, oh, I need to write this post. I really want to do it, but I'm always trying to carve out time for it, and sometimes that means that it's at the expense of cleaning up the kitchen or hanging out with my boyfriend. This is every now and then I think, should I still keep doing this? Maybe 7 years is enough. And then getting this nomination made me feel like, okay, this is just this wonderful little green light along the path. I'm just going to keep going.
Very good. So it sounds like you're going down this path very quickly, maybe full throttle, in fact.
It's like a slow march, but yeah. It feels like a good point to be at.
So tell us where to go to vote for you.
So savoir.com, SAVEUR.com, and then it's /blog awards 2016, or you could just Google Food Blog Awards 2016, and I'm sure it would be the first thing to pop up on Google.
And you have a link on your website too, don't you?
I do.
Good. So there's 3 different ways to get there, and so let's encourage everyone to get on the computer and vote before the 31st of this month, because that's the deadline. So what we want to do is try to get all of your friends and all of my friends and all of our friends' friends to vote for you. I think you deserve it.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate that.
So I will help promote you, and thank you very much for taking the time to join Cheese Hangouts.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure to participate.
Bye-bye.
Bye.